What's up, YouTube? What's up, Discord? What's up, everybody? Market is in a full pump. If you don't know why, the really only reason is a couple things. Uh, we were on like 10 days in a row of down days. The market doesn't just go down and it doesn't just go up. That doesn't mean that this is going to, oh, we're back to a bull market, guys. Could be a bounce for just today or for a few days, and then a continuation of the downward trend based on the pressures of the Fed. So don't get caught up in thinking, oh, I'm going long, I'm buying all my stocks, I'm moving from cash into stocks. In my opinion, okay. Uh, but in the Discord, been following Meta all day. Saw this bullish engulfing candle. Okay, this is bearish flush, bullish engulfing. The whole thing is gobbled up by bulls. This wasn't even here yet. Okay, this is all you saw. This is what it looked like. Let them know. And since then, Discord members have been able to capitalize up to 150%, even more, because this would have been red at the time. Like calls would have been red; they wouldn't have been green. Um, so over this amount, okay. And since then, look at what's happened. Stair stepping up, SPY, same thing, right? Stair stepping up now for the greater part of the day. Major bullish engulfing up over periods of support. This is what goes on in this Discord, guys, right here. This is what happens. This is what we cover. These are the kinds of returns you can be expected to be making if you're active, if you're playing, if you know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, this is your best place to figure that out and to get a leg up on the situation. Crypto got some regulation approval from the Bahamas. That's not America. They have to leave America because they've already left Canada. Binance is done. Coinbase got some Bahamas regulations, which basically pretty much proves it's a scam. I mean, all the people shelter their finances in the Caribbean, right? Needless to say, Coinbase is popping. Coin Merit and Riot are actually leading. Wow, so 900, 1,000%. They're actually leading my watch list. I have an active watch list that I post every day for members. Um, in my Discord multiple times, in fact. This is on there. Let's take a look at Mara and let's take a look at Riot. Right? Equal parts, hundreds of percent. If your account isn't hella green today, maybe you need to be in a group like this where you can see this kind of stuff. You know, this is what goes out to my members. So I'm taking out I'm doing a lot of the legwork for people, right? Letting them know. AMD, been watching this all morning since 100, right? It's at 104. I think it hit 105. I was pulling some carpet, so I'm not 100% what it exactly hit. These have been leading, and all you got to do is take a look at crypto. I said this multiple times on my channel. I basically have literally given you the key to success multiple times. I said if Coinbase is pumping, if Bitcoin is pumping, calls. If it's dumping, puts. It's a scam. That's why I can do this. It's a scam, okay? It ain't real. It ain't replacing shit. CBDCs from the government will, not this fake alt crap that's mined out of thin air. You know, there's no miners going into a mine bringing shit out in physical form. It's all fugazi. It's fake. It's made up. It doesn't exist. So, and then this. Okay, that's 4 white knights. Usually this is really just 3. Okay, but that's ultra bullish. So anyone who is a crypto bull, very bullish. What you're likely to see, this is different. This is not the same. Okay, what you're likely to see is this bar, next bar open somewhere here. It might even be red and test right to the bottom of this. There's a slight possibility it dips down to the median of this bar and then it continues north. And if it just rejects off of here, same thing, continues north. So I actually think you will see potentially the return of 27.7, 28 BTC over the weekend. Okay, so you might actually see Bitcoin pump over the weekend based on that. chart pattern there. We'll see what happens. You've got Tesla capitulating sideways, which is like bull flagging. Okay, so this is a bull flag. Let me draw this out. Well, not necessarily actually. This is just sideways capitulation. It is overbought. I think it's going to do this anyways. So you're going to see essentially like this. Okay, this is more of a parabolic move, believe that or not. But that's probably to do with the Senate saying, "Oh, we're going to avoid a shutdown. We're going to avoid a shutdown." From what I've heard, they're only going to avoid it till November 17th. We're going to be back in the same situation. Problem is, guys, your debt ain't going away with all of these things that the government's going to do. The government can't just make $20 trillion. It ain't like they can print it by all means, okay? And pay employees and pay for government services with printed money as your dollar slowly erodes. Canada's a prime example. Look at our dollar. A dollar of Canadian buys maybe 70 cents of US, 68 cents. It's trash, because we're not meeting our obligations, so we're printing endlessly. You go to a site called US Debt Clock, okay? This is what you see. This site has existed for 15, 20 years now. I thought it was 20. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you've been giving so much to Ukraine. You're at 33.1 trillion. So the debt per citizen, so that is a child, a baby, an infant, an elderly, is $100,000 per citizen. Debt per taxpayer, so anybody between the ages of about 16 and 65, is a house. That's your debt. You don't make enough money to do anything, to even this whole world. We're gonna stay open. If this was a company, guys, this would have been on the queues a long time ago. This is a dire situation. I believe when Obama took office, I want to say that this was like 6 billion. And back then, billion was a lot. He wrote a bill, and it was like the first $1 billion bill. Now it's like, hey, you guys want some billions? You want some billions? And you guys just dole it out, and that's how you get trillions of debt. In his tenure, I think it went from 6 to 16 billion. Okay, it's now 33. Democrats have eroded the very fabric of everything that is American. You guys are screwed. You guys are done, man. And it's a trickle down. If you're done, we're all done. Okay? Anyone that trades on the US dollar is done. And that's why BRICS, if you don't know what BRICS is, look into that. Right? Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. That's BRICS. Okay? Plus other nations. They're saying, we're done with the dollar. We're not trading on the dollar. The dollar's been keeping us down. So, yeah, it's all great and dandy that the market pumped today after 10 down days. The fear factor was at an all-time low. Sorry, not an all-time low. It was at a monthly low. If you're like, what is this guy keep talking? He's saying shit. I don't even know what he's saying. That's because I'm doing all the work over here. The majority of it, letting my people know. Different tools and sites and market gauges that they can use. Okay, this was 27. It's just a site called Pre-Markets. It's from CNN. This was 27. So when everything was pumping before September, it was here. Obviously, it was in the extreme greed. This is extreme greed. Okay, that's extreme greed. That's greed. That's neutral. That's fear. And that's extreme fear. And it's just 0 to 100. Okay? I told them in my Discord, get ready for a pump. I'm going to show that here now. Yesterday, my Discord was ready for a buying opportunity. Everybody here was making money or had the chance to make money today. Everybody. If you're not in my Discord because it's $20 or premium is $69, sorry you missed out on hundreds, if not 1,000% returns? My bad. You could have had coin for 5 cents, $5, 79 calls. They're $550 now. Sorry. 55 bucks. 55 bucks from 5. Okay, 1,000% plus your original 5. So, if you put 500 in there, do the math. Okay. They were ready. I told them, get ready for a buying opportunity. Buy when others are fearful. It sold off around 72 on this cage. I told them exactly. This is exact. This is gonna be the friggin' headline. Okay? Of my video. Or not the headline, the what do you call it? The cover. This is gonna be the cover for my video right there. Okay, get ready for a buying opportunity. And that's exactly what you got today. Okay? It was all laid out in the Discord. It's going to happen here, whether you're here or not, right? If you're here or not, it's happening. I'd rather you here than not be. Let me back this up. Getting a little bit off the rails here. I've seen other individuals on say YouTube that have 300,000 followers, for example, or more, and they still charge $200 for one course or $800 for 4 courses. $800, guys, is over 3 years of my Discord. Okay, and we've created a millionaire here. I've created a millionaire, helped him become successful. He's grown and surpassed. The student has become the master type situation. That's just one. I have a lot of people. $250,000 over the last 3 weeks. One guy. Okay. $1,000 to $50K on 3 plays. I've had that happen multiple times with people. Really depends on your risk tolerances and your willingness to, take a chance, but also to understand the information that's provided to you. I'm not a pumper. I'm not a pumper account. I don't pump penny plays. Okay, I don't do it. The money isn't even there. The big money is on all this stuff. This is where the big money is at. This is where the big money's always been. The one I'm showing 2 NVIDIAs. Okay, something as small as Apple moving $1, which, by the way, is 12 AMCs. Is the entirety of 12 AMCs. It was 170. The only strike you could have got was that. Even at 15% gain from not even $1. Right? If this so happens to move $1 more, this is all going to begin to turn green. Okay, and it's still only Thursday. So, there's still a lot of market left in the week. If the government averts, that might inspire a bull run into October, November. November is usually bad. And then December you get Santa Rally, which I kind of made fun of last year. And I was like, we ain't getting shit because it was a down year. And we got it. And then this whole year has pumped, actually. The whole year. Only this month really it has been the down month. Has been the cooling period. We are still way ahead. Every indice is like, tearing compared to 2022. So, hope to see some new faces, guys. I mean, I'm just putting it out there. That's the kind of stuff you see around here. Even that would be a nice modest gain for anybody. And anybody should be and would be thrilled to get something like that in a single day. I spent a year in that retail environment, and it's a good experience, but it was the worst thing for my brain because it eroded my thoughts. It eroded my ability to make actual decisions. Before I was in it, I was investing in Tesla, $700 to $3,900. I was investing in Kodak, getting government funding from Trump. It got taken away later, but I was investing in, monkeypox stocks. I was investing in a lot of stocks pre and now post that I would never have done as retail. As retail, I literally bought AMC and I held AMC. And we've evolved beyond that, okay? Once again, reignited how I became successful in this space to begin with due diligence work and understanding charting and news and earnings and all of that stuff. And we've come full circle now, and we're really going to be the best place, I think, going into 2030, because 2030 is going to be a game changer for everybody. Um, we've got about 5-6 years left, okay, before the AI takes over all this stuff, and actually retail's just locked out of it. We're not going to be allowed, for our own protection. It's just too risky. We can't have you guys going bankrupt. We need you to go to work. We need you to work 12 to 14 hours a day, because shit's real expensive now. We can't have you risking any of that money, because the government doesn't have any money to give you, to fund you, to help you, because all those are going to be gone. You're not going to be getting no assistance programs. Those are going to be gonzos. You need assistance. I hope you can find. I hope go dumpster dive for food. That's going to be the government's answer soon, guys. You cannot maintain 33 trillion debt. And expected assistance programs and things like that are going to be around. Old age pension and old age security and all that stuff. I mean, you saw it with that big trucking company that pensions were eradicated. Guy was 30 years in, ready to retire, done. So yellow. Anyways, this is your best bet to make that money and secure your own future going forward, for the future. If you're 70 on your deathbed, don't worry about it. If you're like, I'm going to be around by 2030, you might want to get in this Discord, guys.